friends, my name is Vinya and I hang out at Brader Way on Wednesday nights. I'm here with my friend Addie and she's gonna do a taste test. But first, before we get started, Jeff, can we have some lights on? This isn't a blind taste test. We still want people to see me and Addie. Yeah, sorry about that. Lights on. Okay, that's better. Let's try that again. My name is Vinya and this is Addie.
Hi, I'm Addie.
Addie's here to try 2 types of cookies. All right, which one did you like better?
I think I like that one better because this one
Alright.
is a little bit more grainy.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
And then what about the taste?
I also noticed this one had a little bit of salt, seemed like,
Mm.
and that one did not.
And did that change a little bit of that one, the taste?
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah. All right, let's clap for Addie. Okay, so 2 things that really made all of the difference for this taste test. First, we turned on the lights. And second, there was a key ingredient included in the better cookie, salt. The last time we got together, we dove into some of Jesus' teachings from the Sermon on the Mount. Today, we'll continue there as Jesus compares his followers to 2 things that can make a big difference, salt and light. That brings me to Jesus' words from the Sermon on the Mount. He says, "You are the salt of the earth, but if the salt loses its saltiness, how can it be made salty again? It is no longer good for anything except to be thrown out and trampled underfoot. You are the light of the world. A town built on a hill cannot be hidden. Neither do people light a lamp and put it under a bowl. Instead, they put it on its stand, and it gives light to everyone in the house." So what does that mean when Jesus says, "You are the salt of the earth"? Well, Jesus invites us to consider how influential we are. In the ancient world, salt was a valuable commodity that people heavily traded. It was used in many ways, purifying, preserving, flavoring, and so much more. Think about how much we use salt now. I can think of 5 different ways off the top of my head. Jesus compares his followers to salt. He says, "You are the salt of the world. You have so much influence. You add so much flavor to things. You bring your own unique selves to the table, and that influences any room you walk into." Jesus also says, "You are the light of the world. You have the ability to make a positive impact on the world and bring change." He encourages us to be people who don't just cover up our light, but to live knowing that we have so much influence on others. Just as a source of light illuminates its surroundings, we can bring hope and compassion to people around us. It's not about drawing attention to ourselves, but rather about living in a way that reflects the goodness of God. When we watched Addie try out those 2 cookies, we saw her facial expressions. We could tell which cookie was awesome. No one watching would say, "Wow, what awesome lights." No, it's "Wow, what an expressive face." The light points to Addie's face, and her face gets the credit. In the same way, when she took a bite of the better cookie, she didn't say, "Yum, that's really good salt." No, she said, "That's a good chocolate chip cookie." The salt enhances the flavor, and then the cookie gets the credit. Light doesn't get the credit. Salt doesn't get the glory. Salt and light point to something that's better. And Addie didn't notice the goodness of the salt. She noticed the goodness of the cookie. That's the invitation of Jesus. He wants us to live in a way that people can notice the goodness of God, not the goodness of Vinya. That's a big ask for us. Do you want to live that kind of life?